This week we'll commemorate Remembrance Day. It's a time to honour those who died and suffered while serving Australia in war, conflict and peace operations. During the First World War, some 330,000 Australians served on foreign soil, far from home. More than 60,000 lost their lives. For a young nation of only 5 million people, the scale of that loss is truly humbling. No community was left untouched. And still today, in villages, in towns and cities nationwide, in main streets, parks and outcrops overlooking the sea, you'll find memorials dedicated to those who never returned. Silent sentinels still bearing testament more than a century on to a pain that a nation endured. Here in Canberra, the Australian War Memorial was built to commemorate the sacrifice of all Australians who have died in war or on operational service. Among these quiet grounds, the sculpture garden offers a place of contemplation with memorials dedicated to Australians who served in all conditions across the history of our nation. The newest sculpture, For Every Drop Shed in Anguish, commemorates the suffering caused by war and military service. Its form recalls a bead of sweat, a fallen tear, a drop of blood, symbols of hardships and sacrifices made by both our service personnel and the families who support and love them. And yet, these seemingly delicate marble spheres belie a deeper strength. They speak not only of the toll service exacts on those who wear our uniform, but also of their fortitude, their capacity to heal and carry on. And like Remembrance Day itself, these memorials invite us to contemplate the cost of war and offer an opportunity to reflect on how that cost is borne down through the years. For me, Remembrance Day has a special significance. Like many people, I come from a military family. My great-grandfather fought at the Somme in the First World War. My pop served in the Second World War, my father in Vietnam. And two of my brothers and I served in the Australian Defence Force in East Timor. For our family, Remembrance Day has always been a time to pause and remember those who came before us and the more than 103,000 Australians who sacrificed their tomorrows for our today and whose legacy it is our duty to safeguard. On Remembrance Day, Australians observe 1 minute silence at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. We do this to honour their memory, while also working to support the well-being of those who serve or have served in defence of our nation and their families. On this day, we remember them, lest we forget.